Yo!
What's up? Welcome to the Cheap Seats.
CheapSeats, baby!
That's
Cheapest,
right. That's right.
funnest, most awesome seats that there is. Here they
All
are.
the best seats in town. The best.
And you get Beer Cave and Big Mike.
That's right.
Don't get no better than that, bro.
Never gets better than that.
Hell
But we
no.
got Jay's gaming
Look
spot.
at these faces. Look at these faces. My beard matches my hat.
That's right. Straight white.
Back it up.
Yeah.
What's up?
Back it up. The Triple B boys. What's going on?
You beautiful bearded bastards.
And as always, Red Jet.
Red Jet, what's
What
up,
is
girl?
Red Jet. Oh,
How's everybody doing? Everybody watching basketball?
Nope. I just win money, that's all.
Bro, this shit's been a crazy ass tournament, dude, for real.
I told you it was gonna be.
Yeah, my biggest one so far was Auburn.
I was mad about that.
I thought we talked about it. They kind of came in on a roll, dude, and then you lose to the dudes with 4,000 what is that? What's the test?
SAT.
There, yeah, I was XYZ, whatever. Obviously, I never
Happy
took
Saturday, Jesus.
Obviously, that's look at me. Does it look like I think I got a 4 if I was gonna take it.
I got you get 400 just for signing your name. So
hence me getting a 4 because I wasn't sure how to spell that either.
I was messing that one up too.
I just put Beer Cave at the top, and that was wrong.
That was wrong. Beer Cave. Sorry, fuck. You meant my government name.
Shit, my real name?
I haven't used my real name in a long time.
Right, exactly. Like, what the hell is my name? It's Dad in Beer Cave.
Exactly, Jesus. It really is. All these boys came in here and they all got beat up. They were like 1-5. They're 1-5 so far.
Do you know Calipari? Do you know who he is? He's Dak Prescott.
No, he is the Cowboys. It's the Kentucky Cowboys down there.
Yeah. 2 years in a row. Last year, I think, was a 15 seed, and this year was a 14, right?
No, 13. Or was it a 15? It might have been a 15.
Last year was one higher. I couldn't remember if they were flip-flopped. It was a 14 and 15. This year was a 14.
Yeah,
they lost it.
14 this year, 15 last year. And then they didn't even make the tournament. And then they lost in the round of 32 the year before that. You can't just have freshmen no more because you got all these guys staying for the money and stuff. So you're getting top talent that's staying at these schools. And you're just not going to be able to do it.
I don't know, though. I was having this conversation yesterday, and I understand they're making no money. Like, I get that. But there's no stars, dude. You don't have Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison. You don't have those type of personalities and named people in college basketball.
I mean, you do, but you have to really watch college basketball to know. It's not like football, because football, you hear football spread throughout. Even if you don't watch college football, you know what's up. You know
That's what I'm saying. Does it make sense what I'm trying to say? Like,
I get where you're at. But, I mean, there is a couple of them. Hey, look, like next year, Duke will have 2 stars. Everybody will know.
But, listen, people can tell you Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. Like, they can name you the women's popular players right now over the men's popular players because and it's partly because of the system that you play a year and you go to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It's partly because of that. But I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. Like, there's no Zion. Do you know what I mean? There isn't that guy right now. I don't feel like
there's Zach. There's Zach Edey.
There's what's the dude's name from Indiana State? What do they call him?
Oh, what do they call him?
I can't think of it now.
It's not Bird. It's I know what you're talking about.
It's something Jabbar, right? Like, it's something like the Kareem Jabbar, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, some
Oh
shit like
yeah,
that.
the white cream bar or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like
I mean, you got
I
that.
know
Like,
that. I can
listen,
name you that dude over a guy on Kansas.
yeah, well, because the guy in Kansas now is hurt. He ain't playing. You won't even see him.
But do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah,
that's
I get it.
it's just weird.
Well, I get it because listen, a lot of people don't even pay attention to college basketball until this tournament. They don't have no care. I mean, before we used to have stars, you could point out stars and be like, "Hey, there's these guys. These dudes are going to be crazy good. They're the next coming." There's really not that next coming right now.
That's what I was trying to say. There's no Zion.
There's none of that.
Like
Next
I
year,
could name
though,
Ohio State players, like even Aaron Kraft, who we knew wasn't going to the NBA, but he was super popular because he was great. Dude, I can't name you 3 players on Ohio State's basketball team. I can't.
Yeah,
And
see,
I
and
watch
that's
college basketball.
like I said, that's a crazy part. But like you have those down years where you don't really know nobody. So then you sit there and you're like, shit. You just kind of go off based off what you see record wise. People look at records. People know certain coaches, know certain teams. The coaches are more known this year than players because of
Than
what we're
any of
talking
them.
about. Yeah, because of what we're talking about. Like next year, Cooper Flag will be on Duke. Everybody will know that dude. Everybody should already know that dude. From Monteverde, the white boy that's just smashing everybody out.
Dude, the most popular college basketball player averages like 3 points a game, and that's James.
Oh yeah, Bronny and all them. That whole USC team, it's crazy because
But you know what I'm saying? That's the most popular college basketball player this year is a dude that averages 3 points a game. It's just weird, I guess. I don't know. It's weird to me. There isn't that guy. Like I said, I watch college basketball, but I don't even pay attention to players when I'm watching this year. I'm just watching the game, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, you know what I mean? It's different. I turned on Duke to watch Zion. I turned on Duke to watch Leitner. Like, you know what I mean? There was the named people that you wanted to see. I just want to watch basketball because I think college basketball is exciting.
Oh, I love college basketball. Right. And what's funny is I really haven't even watched any of the tournament games. I've watched a little bit here and there. I more or less just been on my phone watching stuff because I put $10 on this or 5 on this, and I've crushed some parlays already a little bit, but see how it all works out in the end. I mean, my bracket, I took some crazy things to happen in my bracket, and a couple of them panned out, like Grand Canyon. I had Grand Canyon winning. I had not James Madison. It's not James Madison. Is it James Madison? Had them winning the Dukes.
Dude, this is the first year I didn't fill out a bracket for the first time in like 10 years.
I did it. My cousin Danny shot me one, and then a couple people with that I do shows with or whatever shot me stuff. So I did theirs, and then old man Gary at work, his wife says, "Listen, I want to beat these guys at my job," and she faxed it over, so I filled it out and faxed it back.
Oh, okay. Well, like Donnie called me Monday or Tuesday, and was like, "Hey, the dude from work, MJ, was like, hey, give this to Christoph, $10, fill it out." Well, I never seen Donnie to fill it out to give it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my other buddy did one on Facebook, but by the time I seen it, it was like Tuesday night, baseball, and then work happened Wednesday. You know what I mean? And I just never got to it. So it's weird because I'm actually watching it just to watch it this year and not like staring at my bracket.
You got no stake in it.
I watched 6 hours of the tournament yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's what I did. I, had a couple beers, dude, and sat on the couch and watched basketball. It was awesome.
See, I should have just came up yesterday. No, well, see, I didn't come up yesterday because you had plans and you should have went and did
You didn't come up this morning. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I had shit going on. But if I'd already been up there, it'd have been a different story.
I'm just fucking with you, homie. So anyway, people are watching. Y'all watching the tournament. Who are you rooting for? I mean,
who's your team to win it all?
Who do you think is going to win it all?
UConn.
Yeah, you think they're good enough?
I think they go back to back. I really do. And what's crazy is I have them meet Marquette. And Marquette scared the shit out of me the other day.
I thought they were done.
dude. And then they come out and they bust that ass by 40. I was like, all right, cool. See, now
Yeah, like what the like who the hell came out like and played that
I don't
part of the
know.
game?
Shaka Smart was like, snapped his fingers and it was like the light hit, and everybody's like, nah, we're fucking
Listen,
around.
he gave every player a spanking in that locker room, dude, and said, "Play ball, boys."
He pulled out the belt and started whooping them.
Exactly. That was insane, dude. I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna lose, and then I look and I'm like, does that say they're up 37? You know what I mean? Like, what the just happened? It was crazy.
I don't know. You know what's funny is tomorrow will be a big game. I think no, is it today? Actually, it might be today. Let me look real quick. Oh, actually, it's at 5:30. Michigan State, North Carolina. I actually have Michigan State beat North Carolina and knocking out the first 1 seed.
Dude, honestly, I really, really am looking forward to the Oakland NC State game. Oakland looked good.
I love NC State, dude. I called NC State through that ACC tournament, and I said they were riding hot. They won that. I go, they're gonna win some games, and I had them winning both these games. I had them winning the game they won. I have them winning this one. I had them beating Kentucky too. And
we said that about Auburn, and then Auburn shit the bed.
Yeah, well, Auburn, but Auburn was.
I mean? Like they were on that roll, like you're talking about with Illinois. Like they were on that same exact like tear, dude. And then
I like NC State. I think they're a better squad.
The other team last night that came out of nowhere and won their
Utah
conference
State
tournament. Hold on, there was somebody last night.
Probably Utah State. That was the last game of the night.
No, because Utah State won. St. Mary's lost.
That's who I called Grand Canyon to win that game.
Maybe it was Thursday. I don't know. But it was like another team that I thought was like hot and rolling, and then they shit the bed too. It was, I don't know.
Drake was one. Everybody had Drake winning. They were given points as a 10 seed, and they end up losing. That was crazy. Nevada lost that at the end.
Long Beach State's coach is not actually even their coach, and they won.
No, they lost.
No, didn't they win?
They played Arizona and got their ass beat by like 22.
I thought
because I had Arizona minus 19.5. They won by 21 because I needed them to win by 20. Because that was part of the first parlay I won.
Is it them that fired their coach?
I don't know. I love their jerseys though. It just says the beach on it. I love those jerseys.
It should say Snoop. You know, from the LBC.
Just say LBC right on there. That's it. LBC State.
That's it, with a big blunt across the front.
Big cron leaf right there.
Hey, real quick, everybody that's watching, listen, we're going to do a show Thursday for opening day of baseball.
What time we doing it?
I have baseball practice from 6 to 7. So we can do it before or we can do it after.
I might as well do it after. That way we don't have a time limit on it.
Yeah, so we don't have to rush. So we'll pop on, say 7:15, something like that.
Yeah, you just let me know. We'll do that because I'll do my normal Thursday show then from 5 to 6, and then we'll do that.
Yeah, bro, I'm pumped.
I know he's pumped for balls and bats. He's ready.
Yeah, love it, love it. Twigs and berries. Andy, what's up, bro?
Hell yeah. Thanks for joining, man. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, they spread the word. Andy. Spread the word. Hey, do you watch college basketball, my man? Who do you got winning the whole thing? Who do you got winning?
Bandy, you're here. Who do you like? Are you excited about baseball starting?
Yeah.
Baseball fan? Ready for the Indians to hit 4 home runs this entire season combined?
Hey, didn't Stephen Kwan? He's saying Purdue. Come on now. Purdue's the next team that I have fallen. After North
Really?
Carolina falls here in about an hour, I got Purdue falling.
This game that's on right now, I
Kansas
thought was gonna be
Gonzaga.
the best. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be the best game today.
Because who does Purdue play?
Bandy, you excited about baseball coming up, bro? Who's your
Purdue
team?
play?
Who's your baseball team, Bandy?
Let me see here.
Who are we looking for? Purdue?
They play Utah State.
Oh, they're gonna get the W.
They're only 11.5-point dog or favorites.
Purdue
It's
looks
not
solid.
that's not the game I have them losing. I have them losing the next one.
Oh, Bandy, you just hurt my feelings.
Don't worry about it, Bandy. I'm with you a little bit. I'll watch it and be a part of it. It's just it's hard.
Oh man. Ah, you two.
Hard
I
sometimes.
you are making me tear up a little bit. Makes me sad. Hurts my heart. Hurts my heart.
What do I got here?
Ooh. Let's go, Zags. I hate Kansas. So what else? What else you got going on? What you been up to?
Nothing. Shit.
You ain't watching basketball. Work and chill. That's what you been up to?
Work, chill. Working on a damn website.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't even gonna ask about that.
Yeah. About done with that shit.
I threw 400 pitches this morning at baseball practice, then came home and painted a room. This move I just did with my arm, I feel like I'm like 80 and my arm hurts.
You're gonna have to do the rotator cuff.
I'm gonna have to do just leave it right here. I'm drinking with my right
Get a
hand.
stick, do this, bring it out, rotate.
I'm drinking with my right hand, and it's weird.
He says, sorry, I was in it younger, lost track of it, fell in love with football. Hey, football is a good ass sport to fall in love with. So who's your favorite football team, man? Who's your favorite football team?
Yeah, Bandy. I don't even remember where you live.
I think he's from Indiana.
Yeah,
so I wonder if he's a Colts fan.
Oh,
yeah, there it is. The Colts.
There it is.
Yep.
You think
Good old Colts.
Anthony Richardson? You think Anthony Richardson is it? You think he's the man? Think he's got it?
Do you like AR-15?
Is he going to be? He's going to be healthy for the start of the season, right?
He should be all right.
All right. Well,
since you're an Indy guy, you think the Colts are going to do good next year? Do you like what they've done so far? They signed Flacco. You got Richardson. You know, do you think your team's going to be able to compete in that division with the Texans?
I think Richardson looked really good last year before
Until
he got
hurt.
I was surprised. Not that I thought he was going to suck, but I thought he was that guy that might take a few years to look like he was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was surprised how good he looked so quick. I didn't think he was NFL ready when he came in.
No, and that injury might have showed it though, because again, he just.
But he looked good. He looked better than what I thought he was going to look.
Because they franchised Pittman. They kept their team kind of intact for the most part.
Yeah, I mean nobody big really. Nobody.
I mean Gardner is a Raider now, but they brought in Flacco, so they got Flacco. What's he say? He says, scared but high hopes, not excited about Flacco. Two different style QBs. Exactly 100%. This is what we said.
Correct.
This is what we said about the Browns because everybody's crying and why we didn't bring Flacco back.
Yeah,
and it's you do not want to have two different playbooks and have players know two different sets because then they're just going to confuse them. Watson goes down, you got Flacco coming in, it's a whole different play set.
And do you know who that's the hardest on? Is the fucking offensive line.
The offensive line,
because you go from a mobile QB behind you. Do you know what I'm saying? To a dude.
Well, it might make it easier if it went from mobile to not mobile.
Yeah, but it's still different style.
It's a different set. Wide receivers, you have to know the timing. Because some quarterbacks throw different when you come out your breaks or how they react to it.
Yeah, but isn't that you could be the same style QB and that's still different?
It could be, but again, that whether he's running around, like you said, mobile or not. Now you don't know if you got to come back to him or if he's going to come to you. To me, the whole team is different with two different
No,
styles.
you're right, because then if you go not mobile, you're not still trying to get open.
You got to come back
later in the play. Does that make sense?
You're coming back to the QB. You're not going a different direction because he'll go with you. You got to come back to him. But yeah, Richardson's
gonna spin out of that sack and he's gonna cut out like a bootleg and he's gonna throw it 60 yards down the field. Flacco's gonna stand there. You better come back to him and be within that 10, 15 yards. You're right. It's completely different.
See, like Minshew is mobile, so he could have been all right with the system with AR.
He rolled right into that last year.
Yeah, he jumped right in, did his thing. Hey, I give it to Mustache Mania, man. The dude did his job last year. He played hard and played tough.
He did his job in Jacksonville, too. I
did.
like him.
And I think he'll be all right in Oakland. And he's got star talent out there now. You got, Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers. I forget who they got as a running back because Josh Jacobs is gone. I forget who they picked up, but
who went to the Raiders?
I forget. I don't think so.
What's their tight end's name again? I like their tight end.
Mike Mayer from Notre Dame. I like him too. I think he's a great tight end, blocking and catching. I mean, they got a great defensive line. They got Christian Wilkins, and you got your boy Max Crosby.
Dude, I love Crosby, dude.
That dude don't give a shit. Has no care in the world.
Love him. I'm happy for him that he got what's his name with him on that line now.
Yeah.
The dude. What you just said it. I forget.
Max Crosby?
No, the dude that they signed to be with Crosby on the line.
Oh, Christian Wilkins.
Yes, him. I'm happy for Crosby that he's got somebody. Yes.
Vanny says, I just hope Richardson learns to slide and avoid big hits. He learned a hard lesson last year against that. And that's what it takes. These rookies got to learn that. This ain't college. The speed's different. The hits are different. Everything's different.
That's every mobile QB that comes to the league from college. They have to learn to slide, and it ain't just Richardson. You see it probably with all of those guys.
Every single one of them. Every single one of them.
Yeah, because they're used to being able to outrun the college players. Listen, dude, NFL's a different world.
You're right here now. You used to be above everybody. Now you're right here. Your speed hasn't. Yeah, like Lamar came in Lamar's speed, Vic's speed. Those guys are still faster than everybody. I don't know if AR is going to be able to. Yeah, he was able to knock college defenses over.
You're right. He's not knocking NFL safeties over.
Oh, hell no.
And he's not outrunning them.
No, not at all.
I love Richardson's mobility, but he's not. He doesn't have Lamar Jackson's speed.
He might be able to make him miss, but yeah, he's not going to run him over, and he's not going to outrun him like as easy as he was able to in college by any means. But
and I'm telling you, I think Richardson, once he really, really figures out the game, I'm telling you, dude, I was really pleasantly surprised with how he looked last year. I think Richardson's going to be a very, very good NFL QB. As long as he stays healthy.
Well, it's stay healthy, and then it's hopefully he's not scared now when it comes to getting that hit. Because he might flinch when he's first back in there for the first couple games. Like, oh, shit, I don't want to take that again. I don't want to get hurt again. So it's going to be that building process.
And that's everybody. You wonder that. When Burrow came back from that knee injury, I was like, is he going to be a little hesitant, a little jumpy back there? And he wasn't. But some of them are. It kind of depends on the play. Does anybody listening know who the Raiders signed at running back? Who's the Raiders starting running back? Is it the dude from last year?
No, Josh Jacobs went to Green Bay.
No. What the hell's that backup's name that's there?
We're about to find out right now.
Richardson has major upside. Listen, Jesus, dude, I am 120% with you. If you put those three and said pick pick your guy to start your franchise with, I would take Richardson over Trevor and Tua.
You know who they got Alexander
Mike,
Madison.
Big Mike, what do you think?
I'd definitely take Richardson over Tua. Definitely over Tua. Trevor Lawrence can be a good-ass quarterback, I really think. I truly like Trevor. I think it's just a matter of his team switching and things going on so much down in Jacksonville. You got to look. He's always got new wide receivers he's got to worry about. You know, Ridley's gone now, so now he's got that. Kirk was hurt all last year, so now they're interchanging. He's always interchanging over there.
Dude, listen, I don't care who you're throwing the ball to. Throw the ball. You still throw the ball.
I think Trevor can do that. Sunshine can play the game. It's just a matter of the rest of the team, I guess, or how the coach uses players.
So you would take Lawrence over Richardson? Same age, same whatever. Forget everything else. Like if you had to pick one to start your franchise with.
Yes.
I'd
take Lawrence over Richardson. I wouldn't take Tua over Richardson.
I would take Richardson over both of them.
Yeah, I don't want that quarterback to think run first, and I think that's where he's at with it.
But I think you can help. I think you can correct that.
You can, but you see what happens when you do that. Look at what happens with Lamar. I mean, they try to change up that so much that in big games he tries to do the other way, and well, now you look like shit, buddy. Can't win the big games.
I don't know what the hell happened that game. I'm trying not to really count that game. I don't think Flacco.
No, Flacco is not a good vet. I mean, Flacco's a good veteran to help him with reading plays and defenses, but not the same style, and that's the problem. He can't relate to AR that way, and that's what he needs. He needs a quarterback that's mobile that can relate and say, hey, I know at this point of the play, you're going to want to jump and go. You have to sit there, take a step back, and wait, not jump the pocket, and he doesn't have that.
I think, listen, and what we talked about earlier, I think Minshew helped Richardson at the beginning of last season.
He needs to make it at least healthy 75% of the games and be available for postseason. Yes. Chiefs were ready for Lamar running. No.
He didn't run.
No, he didn't. I'm not going to give that game to the Chiefs to say they won that. Baltimore gave that game away because
there was 6-lane highways open in the center of that defense for Lamar to run, and he chose not to run.
The Chiefs weren't ready for his running because, dude, yeah, he had paths. Instead of throwing in double coverage, he could have ran.
My big ass could have ran through those holes, Mike. I could have ran through those holes.
Gus Edwards was averaging almost 6 yards a carry.
And it's Gus freaking Edwards.
He had 5 carries and averaged 6 yards a carry, and they stopped giving him the ball. Like,
dude, they said,
no, dude. The Ravens totally went away from their bread and butter. I don't want them to win a damn thing, but they lost that game. The Chiefs should not have been in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely not.
If the Ravens would have played their game, they would have won that game.
Oh, dude, if they would have played the way that they played the, say, previous 4 or 5 weeks before that game,
yes,
I think they would have beat them handedly, easily.
I mean, you got to think, the Chiefs stopped them. Well, it took the Chiefs to overtime to beat the Niners that the Ravens demolished.
Listen, the Chiefs didn't beat the Ravens. The Ravens beat the Ravens.
Oh, yeah, the Ravens beat themselves, and I think the Niners beat themselves too.
100%.
Chiefs won that game. I'm not going to take nothing away from Patty Mahomes and what he did, but I think the Niners, again, they beat themselves too. But again, if you're going to give a team and a quarterback like Patty Mahomes and a coach like Andy Reid those opportunities, they will take them and they will maximize effort and win games.
And that's what makes Mahomes and Andy Reid because they're going to take what you give them and they're going to fucking shove it down your throat.
And you can't do that to those type of teams. And that's the problem. There's usually only one team like that in the league at a time. Like, you don't get 2 of them. Like, for the longest, it was the Patriots. They would take what you would give them and they would fuck you up. They would destroy you with the openings. Now it's Mahomes and Andy Reid. They have nothing. They had nobody to throw the fucking ball to besides Kelsey. Use a little Rashee Rice here and there, and then Scantling might catch a ball. You don't know.
Listen, and you know that, and Kelsey still catches 16 balls a game, and you know he's going to get the ball.
Yeah. Look, man, he says, I really like Lamar too. Just hope he can get him a championship before he becomes a backup veteran.
All right, Bandy.
Yeah, I don't hope he gets any damn championship. But
listen, Bandy, talking to Browns fans, fuck Lamar. I hate
Bandy,
Lamar.
I live closer to you probably because I live down by Cincinnati now. But listen, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to see Lamar win a damn thing. I'm okay if Joe Burrow does. I don't want to see. I don't want to see Pittsburgh or Baltimore win anything.
Burrow,
I could be all right with Cincinnati winning it. They have never, I'm all right. It's an Ohio team. If we don't make it that far, I'd rather see them than Steelers or Ravens.
Okay, if you're asking me which one of the three,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes, then I would definitely take Cincy over.
Listen,
the other two.
if Cincy's still in the playoffs and we're not in it, I'm rooting for Cincy to win. I want Cincinnati to win.
I go Detroit.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, all right. If we play it like that, but I'm rooting for Cincy to be the one to go to the Super Bowl.
You're talking.
That's what I want
AFC.
there.
You're talking.
Yeah, if I do AFC. If Detroit's in the Super Bowl versus Cincy, then yes, I would love Detroit to win. Because again,
I don't really know any other AFC team that I would be like, you know what I mean? Like I want you to.
I'm a Chargers fan.
I used to be Colts because I loved Peyton Manning. So if it wasn't the Browns, I wanted to see Peyton Manning win.
So what would you do? What'd you do when the Browns moved? Who'd you root for?
I really didn't. I just watched football. I didn't buy clothing of any other team. I didn't have I hope they make it to the Super Bowl. I just kind of watched football, kind of like we were talking about with the tournament.
Yeah.
I just kind of watched. I never really kind of wavered one way or the other. You know what I mean? Yeah. Probably subconsciously you're rooting for a certain team, but I never really was like, okay, this is who I'm going to root for now. I just kind of watched football.
Listen, I started rooting for the Chargers. Junior Seau became my dude. And I was just, that's what it was. How about Mayfield showing up stronger in Tampa? He wasn't impressed with him in Cleveland. Listen, Mayfield's a good quarterback. He needed to change his scenery. He needed to mature and grow the hell up and stop worrying about commercials and making money that way, and he did. So he had the opportunity.
He needed to get away from the Cheesecake Factory, bro.
Well, that too. I know the chick. I know that chick.
I wish I did.
He was a bartender at the bar up there. I know the chick. I used to serve.
Listen, send her my number. Tell her I'll meet her up at Cheesecake.
It's funny, though. But no, listen. But, yeah, I went to Chargers. Now, I don't know, something with the powder blue jerseys caught my eye, and I was always like, oh, all right, cool. And then Junior Seau, then Damian Tomlinson was one of my favorite players.
Oh, bro, I love
and Gates. And then Gates coming from like I watched Gates play basketball at Kent State. Like I went to games and watched him play. So I'm like, dude, and then he went to Chargers, so that just kept my Chargers shit going. I'm like, all right, so that's always been my second team. Like that team that I'm like, hey.
Tomlinson running down the field in that baby blue jersey, I just love it. I just love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's up, Brian? That's right. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Hit the sub button. Hit it all. If you're viewing and you're viewing on something else besides YouTube, switch to YouTube. At the Man Cave 8172. Go over there, subscribe to us, hit our like button. Do all that. We appreciate every bit of that.
Listen, y'all, we need you guys. Without you guys, we don't have a show.
Yeah, without you guys, it's just us talking shit to each other, and it's just a FaceTime call.
Yeah. I mean, and I talk shit to this dude all the time.
We talk shit back and forth. So we rather just include everybody and let's all talk shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that's what it is. Big shit talking.
Bandy brings up Mayfield. He's talking about Lamar winning a championship. Hey, Bandy, how about this? Love you, Bandy.
Oh,
here we go. Angel, pull your patience. I see your ass crack.
Yeah, what's your ass crack? Where that ass crack at? All right, what's up, Botkins? What's going on, my man?
Good.
Oh, I can't find the like button on my damn phone. Well, we appreciate you. It's right there. You'll see it. Eventually, you'll find it. Hey, Botkins, if you're still here, listen. How do you feel about your Packers? How do you feel about the free agency? Are you pissed off that they let Aaron Jones go and got Josh Jacobs, or would you rather him have kept them both just for that 1-2 punch?
Big Mike, who's the Packers fan that's here?
Botkins.
Oh, okay.
Look, Botkins said shit going to see you. Hell yeah, Bill Burr is great. Bill Burr is great. I love Bill Burr. He said, don't worry, I got you within a unsubscribe.
Oh, do you? Do you, Angelo? Got you with them streaky underwear that I was looking at you and pull your pants up, too.
Packers might be really good this year. I truly love them this year.
Hey, Jordan Love is the real freaking
Bandy
deal.
says should have kept Jones.
With you 100%, Bandy.
Bakken says he's good with Jacobs, 4 years younger. Hey, I love that too. His QB
do you
plays.
Really think? Do you forget the age for a minute? Do you think Jacobs is that much better than Aaron Jones?
No, I think the age is what's the big deal here.
That's what I'm saying. If you forget,
I think Aaron Jones is great. My thing with Jacobs is he gets hurt.
Yes,
that's a problem, and you got to watch that. But besides that, I'm all right with it.
But like we were talking about before when we went to the free agency thing, Saquon last year is the first time I've seen that dude play a season.
Yeah, exactly. Same with that. Like you got guys like that.
The Eagles threw that contract out, dude, and they went like this.
Yeah, and they're hoping. They're praying that he stays right. I mean, they always got a good offensive line. So Jesus says, is QB play getting better with better coaching and quality of film way better? Yes, I believe so.
Technology totally is making QB play better.
It's that. Then if you're keeping Love, if you keep these QBs and let them sit and watch for a little bit, it makes it that much better. Oh, yeah. See, Botkins would have loved to have them both. Yeah, to keep Jones.
There's no way, though. No way.
Brian says Jones is good. Yeah, you guys still kept Dillon, so still a nice 1-2 punch.
I'm an A.J. Dillon fan, especially as like your 1B running back. I don't care if it's Jones or Jacobs. Dillon, that was a huge move to keep him.
You can't say Jacobs was the only thing the Raiders had. They had Devontae Adams out there.
Yeah.
Love some Love, and Jones with Love needed one more year. All right.
Listen, dude, Jordan Love is the real deal, bro. He is fucking legit, dude.
Look, Jones more athletic, and Jacobs more of a downhill runner.
I would agree with that. Jones is super athletic.
Hey, see, that's another thing. Yeah, Adams in the Green Bay situation, I don't know. Maybe there was problems there. Maybe Jacobs and Adams weren't all that great together. Jacobs just led the league in rushing 2 years ago. Yes. And I said that same thing. Led the league in rushing, but then injury. And then all of a sudden, here it is. But I still love how it is. And Love is proven to be definitely good.
Listen, you can be Barry Sanders. You can be Thurman Thomas. You can be Jim Brown. If you can't stay healthy, I don't give a shit how good you are.
Look, A.J. Dillon. Yeah, you don't even expect that to come out of Dillon at all.
I love Dillon.
Adams with the Raiders. No, Adams with the Raiders is not the same as when he was in Green Bay.
Because he doesn't have Aaron Rodgers throwing.
Yeah, he doesn't have a quarterback. Learned a lot from Rodgers. Yes, it's just like Rodgers learned a lot from Favre. He sat there for 3 years and learned. That was the best thing for those QBs to do. Green Bay does it right.
How long did Love sit? 2? Or 1?
There you go. Jacob said he wanted to play with Love. Good. What?
How long did Love sit?
3 years. Both of them sat for 3.
Wow, I thought
Jordan Love needs to improve on running and speed away from the defenders. Adams and Carr broke up.
I think that comes with time. I think that's just the speed of the game type of thing. Like, I think you'll just get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, imagine trying to tackle Jacobs and then Dylan comes in. Again, it's going to be
But
great.
it's
Yeah,
the same
love
thing
set
as
three.
the same thing as imagine trying to tackle Aaron Jones and then Dylan comes in. It was the same thing.
Oh yeah, it was the same thing. And again, but see, Green Bay has it built right when they did quarterbacks. Like I said, you had Favre and then Rodgers sat for 3. Then you had Love sit for 3 behind Rodgers. Like that's the way it should be done.
You know what?
And
Props to Green Bay because they have a great young QB and they signed the younger running back. Smart move. The young receiving core. The whole team that was smart. I get it.
Their whole offense is young.
That's what I'm saying.
All them wide receivers are young. They were all rookies or 1 year in, sophomores. Then the tight end. Luke Musgrave was a rookie.
Look how good they played last year with Christian Watson pretty much really not healthy the whole season.
Yeah. Hey, Zeus says Jordan Love's breakout game was Thanksgiving. Yes, it was Thanksgiving. Then it was the Dallas game.
Mac Jones. Oh,
Mac
Jesus.
Jones needed a mentor. Yeah, well, he didn't have Brady to sit there.
Listen,
Green Bay is definitely going to make some noise. Definitely going to make some damn noise.
Listen, Mac Jones, I heard, is coming up to sell cars with Josh Cribbs over here at the BMW dealership.
Bakken says Jacobs is a little more powerful than Jones. Nobody has made tacklers miss more than the last few years than Jacobs. I feel
False.
like
I go with McCaffrey.
I feel like Chubb is involved in that conversation. But
no, Chubb breaks tackles. I don't know if he makes them miss as much.
Well, yeah, I mean,
what there's a difference and make you miss. And
all right, I guess if you put it that way, yeah, Chubb just runs right through you.
Right.
Hey, Brian, you can't stop. Don't bring that shit over here. Don't be sleeping on Minnesota and Sam area. Sam Darnold.
Packers need defense.
They got Xavier McKinney, and that helps them big on defense. But they still do need to add a couple other guys.
Listen, though, every team needs to add a little bit here and there. Packers are going to be a legit – that division, dude, that Green Bay and Detroit, bro, they're going to battle that shit out, dude.
Listen, I wish the Bears would have kept Fields and did what we said for them to do, and I think they would have been in the middle of this whole situation.
And that's the reason I didn't name them is because of that move. I listen, maybe Caleb Williams is it. I don't know. But I'm just saying, from what we've seen last year, dude, Green Bay and Detroit.
Hey, I'm going to give it to Minnesota. If they draft a quarterback and that quarterback comes in there and can fit them needs, I think they're going to be good.
But the problem is they're going to draft the QB and throw him right to the Wolves.
Hey, again, yeah, but he's got talent, though.
But he's got to be ready. Like we said, though, we just said QB's better if he sits.
Oh, yeah, they're better sitting.
Most of them.
All right, Botkins, man. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, Brian, Dobbs. Dude, I love you guys got Dobbs. I think he's great. A great backup, especially for Purdy. I think it'll be great out there in San Fran to have him out there.
San Fran signed Josh Dobbs?
Yeah. Yeah, Mac Jones was definitely too young to jump in that style. Bears defense, Caleb just do enough to win and keep improving.
Mac Jones got screwed. Mac Jones got completely effed over with his situation in New England. He got the shaft. He did, in my opinion. I'm not saying Mac Jones is great or maybe he's not. I don't know. But he never had a chance to be good in New England. He just got thrown to the Wolves with
he was thrown out there. And then he had nothing, no talent. No wide receiver, no nothing.
Hit team. Here you go, bud.
Yeah, he had nothing out there with him. Jesus says, watch out for the Bears.
Mac Jones, Mike, was Tim Couch all over again.
Oh, yeah, nothing. I agree. Jesus says, watch out for the Bears because of defense. Caleb just doing enough to win and keep improving. I don't know why Minnesota let Dobbs go and then sign Sam Darnold. I have no clue. That was straight stupidity to me.
Listen, in my opinion on that, I think they thought that they seen enough from Dobbs from those games last year that he's not starter material to carry them X amount of games. That's my opinion. I like Josh Dobbs, but Josh Dobbs is not a come in and play 10 games for you QB. He's not. He's not that guy.
No,
I'm not saying Darnold is either, but I think
Darnold definitely is not.
He's not it.
But you got to think, with all that talent they have in Minnesota, you got Atson, you got the Jet, you got
That's why they should have opened their
Hockenson,
fucking wallet. They should have opened their fucking wallet.
and now you got Aaron Jones.
They should have paid Cousins.
No. So,
You don't think Minnesota should have kept Cousins?
No, it's all right with them letting him go, but
you don't think
they have to move up.
Cousins,
they have to move
Aaron
up in this
Jones,
draft.
Jefferson, Ed, you don't like that offense with Cousins in there?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not paying $180 million to Kirk Cousins.
Listen, everybody's paying somebody now.
Yeah, well, cool. Point. I'd rather pay a young guy that.
We're paying Deshaun Watson to sit on the bench.
Yeah, and that sucks. But what are we going to do?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's paying, unless you're drafting a rookie, obviously, because you get that rookie contract. But dude, the salaries are just they're astronomically ridiculous at this point, dude.
He says, what happens to CJ Beathard in Jacksonville? I think he's ahead of Mac Jones in the pecking order. I don't think he goes anywhere. I think they battle it out. Mac Jones may be cut, not even on the team.
See, I think Mac Jones ends up being the backup.
He says, well, from a card standpoint, I didn't sell enough fast enough and now stuck with his stuff. Who are you talking about,
Mac
man?
Jones? Man, you talking about Mac Jones?
Vikings draft Penix or Rattler. Listen, the Vikings are about to use the 11th and 23rd pick and move up and get in the top 10. They're going to move up to the Giants pick or maybe the Chargers bite on that, and they're going to get themselves a quarterback in the top 10.
Yes. Which is who? So you got Caleb Williams, Drake May,
Daniels.
Daniels. Who's that for?
J.J. McCarthy is now moved up in there.
I feel like that 4 is a little bit of a toss-up. Wouldn't you agree? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that 4th dude is.
Well, right now it's J.J. McCarthy. He's getting all the heat.
Yes.
They showed him at Pro Day, showing him throwing dots. I mean,
I think McCarthy's good. I like McCarthy. I'm a McCarthy fan. I think McCarthy's going to be not a great QB. He's going to be you ready for this? A Trent Dilfer. Put a team around him. He won't lose you a game. J.J. McCarthy's not going to go out and lose a game for you, but he's not going to put the whole team on his back. That's how I look at McCarthy.
Yeah. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It makes sense. ATL with Cousins is winning the South unless Baker cooks, he says. And hey, listen, I agree. I think Cousins there, Bijan Robinson, they're going to actually use Robinson correctly. Drake London, you got Kyle Pitts. I like it.
Are you ready? Baker got his money. Now Baker burnt the muffins.
Oh, my God. Browns are desperate when they sign Watson. Desperate teams equal dysfunctional. Yeah, but that's the only dysfunctional thing we have right now is that.
First of all,
that trade.
We are past the dysfunctional stage. We actually have a GM. We have a coach. I do agree, though, to an extent that the Watson trade was kind of a shot from the hip move because they wanted to show the fans and everybody like, hey, we're going to get a fucking QB. And I think that's why they did it. But I don't think the Watson we're past the dysfunctional stage now.
Yeah, the dysfunctional thing is
the
done.
Front office set, the coaching set. I love the Dorsey signing as the OC. Like I think
I like signing
good.
Vrabel as a consultant too. I like that.
Dude, we haven't even talked about that. I absolutely love the Mike Vrabel signing.
Even though that's going to be, if Stefanski doesn't do some shit right, they're going to chant for Vrabel to take over as coach. It's just another thing, and it's going to be stupid.
He doesn't need to do anything different than he did last year. Win games, go to the playoffs. That's all Stefanski needs to do.
People still called it for his neck.
In your fucking team, though, I will say this to Stefanski, your team is loaded. You better win.
That's what it is. If he doesn't win and do something more, then it's a problem.
And then
Jesus says,
Mike, it should be because that team is it, dude. It should be a problem for Stefanski if he doesn't win. This team is it, dude.
I agree.
It's loaded. If he doesn't win, then it is his. Then he sucks. Then
I
get
agree.
him out.
Jesus says JJ Nix, Penix, not top 10, more late first, early. Listen, I'll tell you right now, I will put money JJ gets picked in the top 10.
Okay, Jesus,
Top
if you're
15 at
not putting,
least.
hold on, if you're not putting those three in there, then who's the fourth QB?
No, Deshaun's not over yet. I don't think it's over. There's other people that say he is. I don't think he's over.
No, I don't think so.
And who you talking about, Jesus? Is he a Packers fan or Browns fan?
Who?
Beer Cave's a Browns fan. They're both Browns fans.
I just think Jordan Love is awesome.
Oh yeah, I love Jordan Love too.
Listen,
Ken
I'm a
Dorsey,
Browns fan,
former
but
49ers QB legend.
I'm also a huge sports fan. So I'll tell you how it is. Like I'm not just gonna, put the Browns on this pedestal and everybody else sucks. Like I'm gonna tell you how it is, dude.
Yeah. Listen, yeah, the AFC is tough. It's going to be tough. Like our division, the AFC North alone is tough because you got Burrow coming back from injury. The Steelers got two quarterbacks to replace.
That finished above 500.
Yeah, and that hasn't happened in 90 years.
That's insane.
So, what's he say? Brian says Joe or Watson. Money doesn't matter who fits better. You talking about Flacco? Well, Flacco's in Indy now.
It doesn't. It's Watson. You're not gonna. It's not the 38-year-old. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want Watson, and again, if everybody understands what Watson did the last couple games, that's where I'm at with it.
Listen, I love the Jameis Winston signing. I love it. I like it. I really do.
I love Jameis Winston being signed too. We got Tyler Huntley too.
Oh, but yeah, listen, that is a complete under the radar signing.
Yes, and I think that's a hell of a move. Again, that keeps the play calling and the system all the same.
Your QBs are interchangeable. It's the same offensive system for every game, and you could take any one of those three and just plug them in.
Exactly.
Not saying they're the same skill level, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, game plan they can run the same system if they're on any team, no matter how it is. Yes. May, Caleb, and Jaden only. Listen, I agree. I think they are. But, Jesus, we know how the draft works and how teams want quarterbacks, and they will jump to grab them, and they will reach too high for them.
There is going to be 4 QBs in the top 10. So, everybody that's listening, who is the 4th QB taken in the top 10 after those 3? Who is it? I think it's JJ.
Hey, Flacco was special last year. He definitely was. Came off the couch, did his thing. He was special.
Until he hit the playoffs.
Plug and play. I mean, but see, the problem with that is now, again, like I said, I'd rather have Flacco in a system where it's a system like him, not behind a starting running quarterback, a quarterback that'll run, a mobile quarterback.
Do you know where I want Flacco? I want Flacco backing up Peyton Manning. I want Flacco backing up Tom Brady. I want that. A set. I'm a throw first
Flacco
QB.
In San Fran would have been all right behind Purdy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like that
behind
type of
Matt Stafford in the Rams, even though like they're the same age, but same quarterback behind Jared Goff.
I was literally just gonna say Jared Goff. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, yeah. Kirk Cousins. Joey B.
Yes.
That would have been great. Because again, that's just the type of style he runs.
Mm-hmm.
Again, being behind a mobile quarterback is going to be hard for that team all around just because everybody's got to know 2 different sets of things.
Yeah, I am absolutely not hating on that type of QB by any means. I don't want anybody to think I favor Watson's style, but Watson is the starter. So the dudes that are behind him should have his style of play.
Yes. But no, seriously, guys, who do you think is all right, you guys said Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. Who's that 4th quarterback? Who's the 4th quarterback? Because there will be a 4th quarterback in the top 15.
Me and Big Mike
say happens, and I think it's going to be the top 10 personally. But who's the next guy?
You're with me, right? We both agree. We think it's JJ.
I think it's JJ because of all the talk and everything now. Yeah, 100%.
So do you not think as I do? Do you not think JJ is a good QB?
not that I don't think he's a good.
I will say this. I know for sure that you're not as high on McCarthy as I am. I do know that.
I'm not. I like Penix.
Listen, are you ready? I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be better than Jaden Daniels and Drake May.
I don't know about that.
That's my opinion.
But he has won more than one playoff game. Kirk Cousins, but you got to think, Kirk Cousins only won one playoff game. But one of his losses was when he came in for RG3 when he went down against Seattle. He also, in his losses, though, if you look it up, go Google Kirk Cousins playoffs. He has a quarterback rating of 85 and above. He was throwing the ball. He didn't throw interceptions. He was 200 yards or more, couple touchdowns. Maybe he had one interception here and there. He did not lose those games. Those aren't on him.
You hand me a QB with a QBR of 85 or higher, I'll fucking take him all day, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. In those playoff games, when he played San Fran, the dude had a 95 QBR rating, had like 280 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. They lost, but he did have that.
The key thing that you said to me is he doesn't throw picks. I mean, everybody does, but you know what I'm saying? He's not like we knew. Joe Flacco is the guy that comes out, right? He's going to throw for 310. He's going to throw 3 touchdowns, and I guarantee you he's going to have 1 or 2 picks. That's Flacco. That was Brett Favre. Kirk Cousins is not that dude. Kirk Cousins is going to throw for 280, 290, 2 or 3 touchdowns. And if he has a pick, I'm actually going to be surprised by it because he doesn't throw picks.
He doesn't really throw picks.
He don't.
Oh, hey, thanks very much, Tony, man. Brian, yeah. Go Niners. All right.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate that very much. Hey, listen, the Niners got a Browns player from last year.
Hold on.
They got Jordan Elliott.
Let me ask Tony a question real quick. Tony, do you think Purdy can take you to the championship? Do you think Purdy is the guy that can actually win you a Super Bowl? So I've started to hear rumblings about maybe he can't get that. Maybe he can't get that win.
I don't think it's on him. I think it's on Shanahan.
I'm just curious, asking an actual Niners fan, like, what?
Oh, yeah, Bryant and him are both. He says absolutely. He says absolutely. I agree with
Tony,
you.
I'm with you. I think Purdy.
I agree 100% too. I mean, he showed it.
Now, Tony and Big Mike, let me ask you both a question. If you put Purdy, take McCaffrey off that team and put, I don't know, an Aaron Jones, right? So a good running back, but McCaffrey is
of course.
number one, right? Do you think Purdy is still that good without that good of an offense? Or
yes.
Do you think I do think the offense helps Purdy, right? But I don't. Is Purdy that good?
I think Purdy is that good. If you look at his record,
that's all I'm asking.
Look, college-wise at Iowa State, he did some big things at Iowa State until like over half the team left, and he stayed a year too long. Because if he would have left his junior year,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just wanted to know what you guys thought.
Oh yeah, if you put an Aaron Jones back there instead of McCaffrey, yes, I'm still okay with this. I still think the dude does great.
I was just kind of throwing a name out there because.
Oh yeah, well I'm saying Aaron Jones, you put
everybody else is a notch below McCaffrey. In my opinion, running back wise, you have McCaffrey.
Well, yeah, everybody's down there, yeah. But Aaron Jones is more down there. He's not right behind McCaffrey.
No. I didn't mean it like that either, but.
Yes, Kirk Cousins, I think will do it out there.
I think he will.
I definitely think he will.
I'll tell you what, my opinion, dude, Drake London's going to have a big year next year.
I think he does. I think Kyle Pitts will too.
Yeah.
I think Cousins messed around with Pitts because Pitts says, "Hey, look, I'll give you the number. I just need a target a game." And then Cousins goes, just give me 18.
Who's going to wear number 8? I was just going to say, who's going to get number 8?
It already happened.
I know, but I was just going to.
But that was hilarious, though, the way he did it. Tony says Purdy just needs to put his trust in any wide receiver, tight end, running back like he does in CMC. And yes, Purdy will make it happen with any star. All right.
I agree. I don't know. I feel like sometimes Purdy isn't confident enough in himself to just let the ball go.
Oh, all right. Look, Tony, she has a channel and talks Niners. So if you ever need a lady, Tony is great. All right. We'll definitely keep you in mind. We'll definitely bring you on the cheap seats. You can come join us.
Listen, these seats are comfortable and they're the best seats in the damn house.
They are. What to say? Purdy can get the Niners. I think he can too.
I think Purdy's great. I don't
No
want
one will
anybody
ever
to
wear
think
8 again in San.
I
We're
don't
not.
want
We're not
anybody
talking
to
about
say-
San Fran. We're talking about Kirk Cousins was 8, went to the Falcons, and Pitts told him, said, "All I want you to do is look my way and throw me a target a game." And Kirk was messing around with him and said, "Nah, screw that. I just want number 18 then."
Yeah. He's like, nah, I can't guarantee you a target a game, but I'll just
Yeah,
fuck that.
I can't do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just take 18. Hey, Tony, we appreciate that. Thank you very much for subbing. We appreciate you jumping in the chat. We love this.
Tony, I seriously, man, appreciate the shit out of that, dude. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, we appreciate you jumping in and conversating with us. We love this. This is the most interaction, Big Mike, we've had. I love this shit, dude.
Yeah, I love the interaction. I love going back and forth with the chat. And it's entertaining. And like you said, we're entertaining you guys.
Hey, and everybody that's chiming in and chatting, dude, it doesn't have to be football. type anything. Dude, we'll talk about anything. It doesn't matter.
Brian said, I wish they would retire the number 10 in San Fran. Bad number. Yeah, it definitely is. Are they going to retire 8 in Minnesota? No. They're definitely not going to retire 8 in Minnesota.
Hey, Bandy, I heard they're building a Cousins statue outside of the stadium.
Hey, I'm just on the couch talking. Hey, that's how you're supposed to do it. You be on the couch watching, talking shit, doing all that. That's how it is.
Hey, Brian, listen, your couch is a cheap seat, baby.
That's a cheap seat.
Welcome.
Welcome to the cheap seats.
I wore my fluorescent hoodie because I wanted to make sure y'all could see me out there in the cheap seats today.
Way up top.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure everybody can see Beer Cave like this.
Doing the wave. Woo! Tony says, which organization makes the biggest splash this draft?
Minnesota.
I'll let you go.
Minnesota.
Hey, what's funny is I was going to say the same exact thing.
Because I think that they're going to take those picks and jump up, and I think that'll be. Or my other one is Arizona, because I think Arizona is going to grab a shitload of picks and drop from 4.
Brian says, I wear glasses, but can see you. Manny says, won't be as great as the Manning statue outside Lucas Oil Stadium. Oh, hell no. That's
hey, Manny,
great.
Listen, listen, they're going to put Cousins and Peyton right next to each other.
They're not putting Cousins isn't getting no statue. He ain't getting retired. Ain't never happened. Hey, listen, I'm going to go back to Tony's question. I like Minnesota because, again, they did not make that move with the Texans to get that 23rd draft pick from them in the first round to not make a splash.
They did not get that pick to stay at, 11?
They're at 11.
That's what I'm saying. They did not get that pick to stay at 11 and 23. They got that pick.
They're going to take both those and move up.
They're going to bundle them up.
You know what?
They're going to move to 7, 6, some shit like. Maybe they're the team that trades with Arizona.
I don't know if they'll be able to get as high as Arizona. I think the Giants.
Arizona wants to dump that pick.
If they will, that'd be a place. I think. All right, 4, 5, and 6. I think the Giants. I think the Chargers will get out. I think the Giants and Chargers will get out too.
Arizona's 4. You give them 11, 23, and first next year, and you get to 4. I could see it going.
I don't know if they got to give them a first next year.
You know what I'm saying, though. They're going to have to add, a little.
Oh yeah, they're going to add something to it. You know what? I'll give you an undercover person who I truly believe, an undercover team. I think Cincinnati. They franchised T. Higgins. T. Higgins says he wants out. He wants traded. If they could find some team that's in the top 10 or up there to use that 18th pick and T. Higgins, because T. Higgins he could be a wide receiver 1 on a certain team. You can trade up in that top 10.
They grab Rome.
Yeah, grab Odazi, or if Harrison falls down, you can grab Harrison.
Or the dude from
Malik Neighbors. from LSU, Malik Neighbors.
Neighbors, yes.
See, so they could jump up there, and you know who would be a perfect fit for that? Atlanta.
Listen,
They're number 8.
As much as I love Harrison, Neighbors, and Odunze, they're all pretty. They're all.
They're all right there.
I think whichever one of those three, like as a team that needed a receiver, whichever one of those three that you drafted, feel good about yourself because you got a hell of a player.
Oh, I agree. Agree 100%. And to be honest, I'd really like the Falcons to be the ones that would take that trade. Because then you get Higgins, you put him out there next to Drake, and you get the 18th pick, so you drop down 10, but you still can get a good defensive player at 18, because I think that's what they were looking at anyways. Get a good defensive player, and again, you get another wide receiver.
Atlanta only drafts defensive players besides Pitts and London. Listen to this. Are you ready?
Bijan Robinson they got last year.
Kirk Cousins, Bijan, Pitts,
London.
Brain fart. Drake London and T. Higgins.
Dude, that'd be a hell of a damn offense.
Holy shit, dude. They're going to average 38 points a game.
That's a hell of a damn offense. Look, Jesus says off issues, problems on Colin Kaepernick and Watson destroyed their mentality and NFL lost it. I agree with that. I could see that. How many championships did Otto? Yeah, Otto won 8 out of 10. Browns Niners, AAFC rivals. They definitely were.
Hell yeah.
I'm curious to see how far Harbaugh will lead the Chargers.
Listen, with this offense, I'm going to tell you. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Big Mike. Their offense sucks the biggest, sweatiest, hairiest, dirtiest wiener ever. That offense went from here to here, dude.
All right. Let's talk about this. Mike Williams ruptured his ACL.
Okay, so hold on. Let's start running back.
Let's start running back. I learned Keenan Allen, those are big losses.
Those two receivers that they have starting have shown us nothing but injuries. Palmer has shown us absolutely nothing.
That's why I said when we were talking about Minnesota, I think the Chargers could be that team because you jump back to 11, you could still get a good solid piece. One of those wide receivers are going to be coming down, and he might be able to grab them right outside the top 10. You might be able to grab one of those receivers.
You don't think those three go in the top 10?
You got to look at it. Dude, there's two offensive linemen, an edge rusher, and 4 quarterbacks going out there. That's 7 picks already.
I'm with you.
But that's 7 picks without any of those receivers yet. So
Harrison and Odunze go top 10 for sure.
Harrison, Odunze, and Neighbors.
I think Neighbors is the one that falls to that 11, 12, 13 pick.
And to be honest, I think there's another lineman. So I really think at 11, they will get one of those wide receivers.
I'll be honest with you.
And then at 23, you can grab, or even if you switch it up, if you like a running back that's going to be up there, which I don't know who, he might grab Blake Corum down there.
Listen,
at 23.
Take 23 in your second and move up to say 15. Right? You could still do that. You could grab 11 and 23 and then take 23 in your second rounder and move back up to say 16. Then you're drafting 11 and 16. Now
That's good, normal guy.
You're getting Neighbors, and at 16, whoever you think may be the top running back or whoever may be the top corner or, you know what I mean, whatever you might need. Dude, I'm telling you, this draft, obviously, we know 90% of those top 10 guys, we don't know where they're going to go, but we pretty much know the guys that are going to go in there. I think when you get 11 and back, man, I think shit's going to get kind of crazy a little bit. I do.
I think it's a crapshoot then. Yeah, everybody's going to be trading, doing this and that. Because, again, you still got Xavier Worthy.
Jesus Christ, Bandy. Now to even shove more shit on me, you're a Harbaugh fan?
He said he just loves Harbaugh going to the Chargers. That's all he said. Listen, I love Harbaugh at the Chargers too. I like him there too. He brought that D coordinator from He brought the D coordinator from Michigan, which I helped their defense up. They shored up some money because they restructured Bosa and Khalil Mack. That'll help big time. And again, I think if they could be that team that trades back with the Vikings, they get that 11-23 and whatever else they look. Bandy says ex-Colts QB. That's why he likes Harbaugh. But you can get whatever else because they're going to throw something else in there.
Hey, Bandy, I got an itch, bro.
Hey, what if you tell the Vikings, hey, here's the deal. I want 23. Give me the Jet or give me the Jet and 11. I mean, you put the Jet over there with Herbert and take another run. Shit.
He ain't going any goddamn where. Come on, dude.
The Steelers and the Vikings are having talks about trading for the Jet now.
He ain't going no damn where.
He might. If the right offer's there.
I feel bad for the Jet if he has Russell Wilson throwing him the ball. I
do
feel
too.
bad for him.
That's why I said I wish the Chargers would jump now and say, hey, Vikings, we know you want to get up here and do this. How about you give us this and the Jet, and you can have the 5th pick.
The only move I hate that the Chargers did this entire offseason. I'm okay. Gus Edwards is a solid running back.
Yes, he's a solid back.
Mike Williams, injury prone. He should go away.
Keenan Allen was the problem.
The Bosa restructure. That's what you needed to do. The Keenan Allen move, I thought, was just absolutely fucking retarded.
Well, they wanted him to restructure. He wouldn't, so they traded him.
I know, and I'll tell you, dude.
And I think that was dumb. That even
them in broad daylight for Keenan Allen,
dude. He did what he did last year in 13 games. He had like over 100 receptions, 1,300 yards. I don't know, 11 or 10 touchdowns or some shit like that. He did that in 13 games.
I don't mean this to. I understand he's known, but he is so under the radar, a top 6-7 receiver in the league.
Oh yes, he has been for years.
Every fucking year.
He's somebody I love drafting.
He's so goddamn consistent. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yes, agree.
That was the stupidest move they did, was the Keenan Allen. And I get it. You're right. And I know why they did it. But damn, that you should have taken maybe another week and tried to figure it out.
It doesn't have to be your last comment. You can comment as much as you want. Rodgers isn't going for vice president. That's a whole big shit.
Hey, Bandy, another year or two for Rodgers. Then he's gonna take Giuliani's spot out there in New York. Then it's gonna be the Trump Rodgers running.
Brian says facts Rodgers for vice president. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I mean,
listen, Trump Rodgers, I'll take it all day.
He said, I believe it. I think the Jets are going to be good next year. I really do. I like them.
Listen, they would have been good last year if Rodgers didn't blow his Achilles.
Oh, yeah. I think they would have won that division if he didn't.
Yeah. You know who really showed me last year that he's good is the running back for the Jets.
Breece Hall. Guess who Breece Hall's college quarterback was?
Who?
He was the last pick in the draft. Brock Purdy.
Brock. Hold on, let me call Roman.
You got to call Paul Heyman up. But that Brock Purdy and him with the Iowa State, and they killed it. And Breece came out the year before Brock did, and Brock should have came out that same year. He would have been drafted way higher. But, hey, things fell where they fell. He was the last pick, went to the Niners, and he's done great and looks great.
You have those two good of players playing at like Division 47. Yeah, they better be fucking good.
Iowa State was playing. He was playing for the Big 12. They did great.
Stop it.
They did great. They won 12 games. They were high. They were in the top 10 when they played together.
Dude, look at all these comments today. I love it, dude.
I would say Breece Hall will be great with a great QB.
Bandy, would you say they need someone else in New York, like receiver-wise, you mean?
Well, they got Mike Williams now, and they got Garrett Wilson.
They did sign Mike Williams.
Yeah, they signed Mike Williams.
Okay.
Jets last year, Super Bowl pick versus the Niners.
Listen, dude, I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers stays healthy last year. They're fantastic. And Rodgers now with Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams and Breece Hall with that year under his belt that he had last year, dude, the Jets are going to be – and their defense is sick.
Jake Delhomme undrafted with the Super Bowl. Yeah, I know he did. That's not. We weren't having a debate. We're just saying Purdy was the last pick in the draft, and he should have been came out the year before. He would have been like a 3rd-round pick. He came out the year before.
Yeah, Jesus, we're not having any sort of like
Nah, Jake Delhomme was a great quarterback though for Carolina when he played.
Listen, Jake Delhomme was Trent Dilfer. That's what I was trying to say. That's the dude. He ain't gonna.
Gonzaga must have beat Kansas, huh?
Oh, dude, it's 80-55 right now.
Dude, their best player was out.
Listen,
me and Rich Eisen.
the Zags are always good.
He's talking about for mayor. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, Bandy, in a year or two, let Rodgers go out and show the Jets, hey, this is what a quarterback looks like, because you haven't had one since I don't know Joe Namath.
Yeah, Kurt Warner won the Super Bowl. He was undrafted. Trent Green, yeah, there is guys. I wasn't saying there was something bad. I was just saying the story of how Purdy should have came out a year earlier, would have went in the 3rd round instead of being the last pick in the draft. That was all, yeah. And he played with Breece Hall. Trust me, I know Kurt Warner and the Arena Football, that documentary that came out, that was great.
Big
Trent Green, he was great.
Purdy came out with Breece Hall, Purdy wouldn't be living with a roommate right now because he would have made so much more money as a 2nd or 3rd round.
Rich Eisen both said Jets, Niners, Super Bowl last year. Yeah, Rich Eisen.
How about this year? So how about this year, Brian? Do you think if Rodgers stays healthy, do you think the Jets win the AFC? Do you think the Jets got it if Rodgers is healthy?
How about this? On top of that, do you believe your Niners can go back?
Man, I think the NFC is tough. I think both. I think AFC and NFC is tough. I really do. Like, I love right now, Mike, where we're at with the spread out of how good teams are. Isn't that great, Bandy?
Jesus says Purdy is not a top 5 round quarterback. He is where he is at last pick. That's because he came out a year too late. If he would have came out as a junior, he would have been in the first 5 rounds.
I think
he was a baller at Iowa State. He was a baller. He stayed his senior year and lost his entire team, went to the NFL or had to graduate. So he lost everybody and they sucked. They were like 7-6.
Do you know that hit when he came back that next year, he had 0 returning offensive linemen. Obviously, Breece.
No weapons.
No receivers came back. Like, it was literally Purdy and like all freshmen.
That's right. And that's what I'm saying. Bryant says if Aaron's healthy, they win the AFC. He thinks they even go to the AFC Championship game. The Jets.
Listen, Brian, I cannot argue with you. That team, that defense stayed together, first of all. That was huge. And that defense is nasty.
Just like a true 49ers fan.
There it is, Bryant. There we go.
Hey, I believe they have the capability of making it back.
Are you ready?
Whether Shanahan costs it for them again or not, that's the problem.
Are you ready?
What?
Browns Lions Super Bowl, baby.
Hey, that's the Super Bowl I really want. And it's not just because I'm a Browns fan. It's because the Browns ain't done shit. Lions ain't done shit.
I'm taking like 3 weeks off of work.
They were both 0-16 at some point.
Listen, I'm taking 3 weeks off of work. The Browns go to the Super Bowl, bro. That's it.
We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going down to Louisiana.
Brian, Jets defense is abso-fucking-lutely legit, dude.
Yeah, Jets defense is legit. Jets definitely going to be interesting to watch, but I said that last year too. Hey, if Rodgers didn't get hurt, see, they need a good backup. They need a great backup.
Listen, Them, I didn't know that they 100% had signed Mike Williams. Dude, that's fucking huge.
Listen, he went down there for negotiations. A shop owner sent in
The sandwich.
the sandwich, and he ate it and he signed.
That was, by the way, that was like some dude from Twitter that's a huge Jets fan. That's who sent the sandwich.
Yeah, that's crazy. From the best sandwich shop there.
What I was getting at was I don't know if they would have been as good last year because besides Garrett Wilson, I don't think they had much. Now you put Mike Williams with that, dude, that's huge. Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson are two different style receivers, which in my opinion, that's what you need from a 1 and a 2. You don't need two speed guys. You don't need two possession guys.
You need a route runner and you need a big man. Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah, complement each other, right?
Yes.
That's what Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson's going to do. And that's going to be a sick combo over there, dude.
I think that'll be great. That'll be great.
With Breece Hall and that defense.
With Breece Hall.
Are going to be sick.
And the tight end, I can't even think of his name right now. But their tight end. Let me see. Let's go look at their weapons because I think the Jets can do some heavy damage, especially, like we said, their defense is set.
Right, they didn't lose anybody, if I'm not mistaken, correct? I'm pretty sure the Jets kept their defense.
So, you got Breece Hall.
Sauce Gardner is Revis Island. Rebuilt.
Receivers, you still got Randall Cobb.
Do you agree?
Tyler Conklin's their tight end.
Big Mike, do you agree?
What?
Sauce Gardner is like Revis Island reinvented.
I think Sauce is great.
Sauce Gardner's that.
I think he is that. And he's proven to be that. They added to their offensive line, too. I can't think of who the hell they...
Sleep on my cousin from Washington, Devin Culp. Listen.
Oh, Devin Culp. This... He's chanting this boy up.
Hey, chat him up, bro. Chat him up.
Look, dude, they added Kinlaw, too, to their defense. Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, you know who I'm a huge fan of, dude, is Quentin.
Yeah, Quentin Williams.
I love him, dude. I loved him when he came out. Have you ever seen
dude, they got some good pieces.
Like a straight in the middle defensive lineman, but every time you look at him, he's smiling. That's what I love about that dude. Like
and he's got braces on.
Like he'll smear the quarterback's face in the ground, and he stands up and he's like,
"Yeah, just smiling the whole time."
Yeah, I love that dude. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, that defense is great.
I was so pumped for baseball. Now, like, fuck baseball. Where's football season? Now I'm in football mode.
Hell yeah, that'd be great, Brian. If you were able to get an interview with him, I mean, just find him on X, message them yourself. I see so many people message these guys coming into the draft, and they're late picks. I've seen people interview guys that are going to be in the first round. It's just all about reaching out. And I need to start doing that more. Just reach out to them. You just reach out to any of these.
17 more tweets this week went out to Jason Kelsey from me.
Yeah, we're going to get Jay Kell on here.
Listen, dude, we're all going to shit when he actually responds to me and he comes on the show.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Oh, my God, that would be fantastic.
Get him on the man cave.
Bandy, that's what we're trying to do, bro.
We're trying to get all these dudes. I'm going to start reaching out to some draft guys too, and just see if we can get some of these young guys on here just to come on and talk. BK, I think that'd be great.
BK, if you're watching, do me a favor, come on here real quick, BK. If you're watching on the TV, come here, BK. BK is my son. Just everybody that's listening.
Bring on BK out.
Yeah.
He needs a refill, BK.
There he is. Come say hi to everybody, BK. This is BK.
BK.
My man. Hey, every other Sunday, old men and the kids. BK.
Old men and the kids every other Sunday. Yes.
Good job. Can you fill that up with some ice cubes for me, please? Yeah. Thank you, sir.
There's nothing in there.
I know. That's why I need ice cubes. Thank you.
But
kid is by the way a huge basketball fan. Loves basketball and baseball. Loves it. Who's your favorite? Hey, BK. His favorite NFL player? Justin Jefferson.
Huh?
Right? Your favorite NFL player, Justin Jefferson? Actually, I think it's Nick Chubb. Who is it?
CJ.
Oh, yeah. That's my boy, CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Well, CJ Dunn did show himself. He
Dude,
did everything.
I'm excited for like those. I feel like the way everything kind of went down last year, like, man, we're gonna have some great division races in football this year. Like we were talking about Lions and Green Bay.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, man, we're gonna have some great fucking division races this year, dude. That obviously the AFC North is always gonna be the AFC North, dude.
Oh, AFC North's going to be just beat 'em up football. That's how this always works. It's beat 'em up football. He said,
And that was the thing.
heard him say Steve Young.
Hey, Brian, listen, he has no idea who the fuck Steve Young is, dude. He knows, I will tell you, he knows older basketball players and older baseball players, and that's okay. He's just not huge into football, and that's okay. I'm all right with
Okay.
that.
It's all right.
He'll talk your ear off about Vince Carter and Penny Hardaway and Shaq and Tim Duncan and those dudes and Derek Jeter and those guys, but he just doesn't know a lot about the older like football.
But that's all right, though. That's all right. It's not a bad thing. He knows the history of the games.
There's two sports that my son sits next to me on the couch and watches, and I'm good with that. I would have been happy with one, and now I got two. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, is that you guys really enjoyed the podcast? Back and forth, very fun. We'll definitely invite everyone I can. And so ever been on here. He's a great debater. Now I don't think Aaron's been on here.
Bandy, listen, dude. Seriously,
bring them all on here, and we appreciate you coming, man.
Bandy, get everybody, dude. Throw it out there for us, man. We appreciate the support.
Hell yeah, very much appreciate it.
Bandy, every Saturday, 4 to 6, baby, cheap seats. Always a seat open for you, Bandy.
Oh yeah, 4 to 6, and then we got the 2 Sunday shows, the old man and the kids, at noon on Sunday, and then at 6:30, Sports Madness.
Everybody listening, Thursday, about 7:15, opening day baseball show next week.
Oh yeah. Hey, the show ain't over yet, Brian. It ain't over yet.
Oh, Tony.
We still got another half hour.
Did you see Tony's comment?
Yeah, she said it's great to see kids have passion for sports.
That is a great comment. I love that my kid is like into like not just knowing Ohtani and
big names, LeBron, Michael Jordan, like he knows other players.
Like, listen, Tony, my kid, we're in the driveway playing basketball, and he shoots a bank shot and yells Duncan. Like, that makes me so fucking happy, dude. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's awesome, dude. I don't need him to yell, Bill Russell. Like, I don't need him to go back where we go. But Duncan and Garnett, like, that's awesome to me, dude. I absolutely love it.
I mean, he's 12 years old.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 12. For him to know those guys are great. 420. But still, yeah, he's about to be 12. I mean, that's how my son was. When my son was younger, 21. He knew all that stuff, loved all that stuff. And he knows 21. Even further back.
But I'll be 21 on 421.
Yeah, he'll be 21. But yeah, that's how Dom was. Dom was the same way. He could reach back. Even my daughter. It's funny, but I think she does it on purpose. She goes against me. She's a big Klay Thompson fan or whatever. And then football, she'll act like she's a Steelers fan, but she's not. She's a Browns fan. But she does it to annoy the hell out of me. She hates.
She wants to dig at Dad a little bit.
Oh yeah, she hates OBJ. Like when they were in the Super Bowl, she was like, "Screw him."
That's great. I hate OBJ.
I got no problem. Now he's dating Kim Kardashian. He's really tanking his career now.
Listen, now you're done. That's it.
Now he's like, hey, I'm going to have kids with her, and that'll be the end of that.
Yep. I'm going to go out on the boat with all the, teammates that I have, and we're going to have our Timberlands on a boat, and then we're all going to lose a game.
We're all going to lose a game.
Yeah, exactly, Tony. OBJ equals. You didn't put the shit sign, but I'm gonna go with shit. I will tell you now. In a little side note about OBJ, he visited Miami, and that would be a great spot for him to not have to be in the spotlight at all. To be like that 3 or 4 behind like Tyreek and Waddle. I think that's the kind of fit OBJ needs. You agree?
Yes. Yes.
I think that would be the type of fit that would actually be really good for him. Like last year in Baltimore, Baltimore needed way more out of him than he could give at this stage of his career. Miami is that exact team that he fits in because all of a sudden, dude, he could pop up in week 4 and have 11 catches for 190 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then you won't hear his name again for 4 weeks. And that's okay because Tyreek and Waddle have it. That's the type of team for me that OBJ should go to.
Well, he was trying to go to.
He wants to go to Kansas City.
Hey, at the Man Cave 10 on Twitter, Brian. But yeah, he wants to go to Kansas City.
Brian, Dave Christoph, hit me up on Facebook or whatever, bro.
TB says, hell yeah, we'll be back. One last comment. Zach Edey, the real deal. Enjoying good luck. Look, we're in your brackets, everyone. Hey, Zach Edey, great college player. Do I think it translates to pros, though? Because the big man game is gone. It's way too far gone. I don't know. Because he reminds me of Yao Ming in a sense.
There is no more big men game in the NBA.
And I hate that there's no more big men game. Hate it.
I can't stand it.
But
Big
we'll see what happens with Purdue. Hey, what time is it?
Conversation. You remember me, you and BK? My 11-year-old said how shitty it is that there isn't centers and power forward. Like for an 11-year-old to notice that, and he grew up with this game that we have now, and he even isn't a fan. I think it sucks, dude. I want Shaq. I want Duncan. I want Garnett. I
agree. I want all the real big men game.
I want Dwight Howard. I want centers, and I want power forwards, and I don't want a center guard. I don't want it. I don't like it.
Yeah. I don't know. I want real basketball, not just let's just jack up a bunch of threes.
Brian, did you just thumbs up OBJ, Brian?
Yeah.
Brian, my name's not Dave Christoph on Facebook anymore now.
I mean, hey, I think he'd be if he went to the Niners. I think that's another team, though.
Yes, because you got Debo and Ayuk. Then you would have OBJ. That's kind of what I meant with yes, Bandy.
Exactly, yes. TV.
Basketball. There it is. And my buddy Big Mike had to go here. Let me show it to you, everybody.
He's like, I like OBJ. He wears number 3.
He should be wearing number like 103 because that's how he's playing right now.
Yeah, it's time for him to be done. I think he might have another year or 2 with a team that could possibly win something, and then that needs to be done.
I don't think he's done though, Mike. I think where he goes where like we were just saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He got another year or 2 on a team like that, and then that's gonna be it.
You put him as like a number 3. I think he has a couple good years for that position. You know what I mean? For a number 3 receiver, I think he has it.
Yeah, he definitely beat up that kicker net, and then the net smacked him right in his face.
Oh, he lost. He lost.
Like George Pickens is the second coming of Odell.
Who? Who is?
George Pickens. His drama and his sideline antics are just like OBJ's.
I see. I in my head have been comparing Pickens to like Antonio Brown. I think he's both. I think he's good. He's not just going to take his shoulder pads off. He's going to be that dude that stands on the sideline. He's going to take his pants off. He gonna take his jock strap off and he gonna run around the field and be like, throw me the ball.
I mean, you
Throw it
saw
to
him.
me, Russell.
He had that hood thing on and was watching
He's
that.
gonna be like this. I'm open, Russell.
Oh yeah, he's gonna hit him, and Russell might get at it.
And Russell's gonna go, I can't see you. There's a 10-year-old in front of me. I can't see over him. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
You're just kidding.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Going
Hi,
on,
Mama.
Mom? What's going on?
Appreciate you, Mom. Appreciate you, Mama. Dude, what a great show. Talking
It's
about
been a great show. Been an amazing show.
All of you. I love all of you so much.
But all right, so March Madness, what we got going on here? Let's see.
Well, I'll tell you, the Zags just beat the dog snot out of Kansas. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, the Zags definitely won. What else we got? Who else playing?
One last comment. Why are Mason not playing for Pitt? Something about
Rudolph went to Tennessee. Rudolph Mason went to Tennessee.
Yeah, he's not.
He's back in Mayo.
That, by the way, was one of the most under the radar shitty moves I think a team could have made.
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't keep Rudolph, but I think him to go back up Will Mayo is going to be all right, though. I don't think it's a bad move.
That was a good sign for Tennessee. I just think that was a not smart-ass move for Pittsburgh.
Well, Pittsburgh doing what we said. Wilson's one quarterback. Justin Fields is kind of similar. He's a younger version of Wilson, but more running.
And
so
Rudolph,
I think they kind of went along that.
If you put Rudolph onto the practice squad, he would be signed instantly by another team.
No, yeah, he definitely would be.
You might as well just let
like the Browns. The Browns got 4 quarterbacks now because you got Watson, Jameis, Huntley, and DTR.
So what are they going to do?
They might carry 4.
No way.
Last year proved why you need it.
Listen, that would be the most asinine thing ever, dude.
I'm just saying, last year proved why you need it. So I guess it's between Huntley and Jameis who stays out of those 2.
Because again, any one of those, we'll say 3, forget Watson, but any one of those 3, if you try to sneak to the practice squad, they're going to be signed within 10 minutes.
Oh, I agree. The DTR is the one. Yeah, Bryant loves DTR too.
Like for real or no?
Yeah, like he really does like DTR.
I like DTR.
So do I. I think he's going to be good one day. I think he needs to sit and watch, do the 3-year deal, and then
DTR is that QB that sit behind somebody though that actually helps him. And I'll be honest with you,
good.
Obviously, I don't know Deshaun Watson. I personally, I don't feel like Deshaun Watson is that quarterback that would help the dude behind him. I just don't.
I don't think he isn't that guy. I just don't think he has the capability of doing it. Like he's not a teacher.
Yeah, I'm not saying he does it on purpose, but he's just he's just not it, dude.
Hey, TB, you can say as many comments as you want. Did I hear AJ Brown?
Listen, Bandy, I have heard absolutely nothing about AJ.
No, I've never heard that.
I've heard nothing about AJ Brown at all.
I'm one of the Niners to draft DTR. Yeah. Listen, no. AJ Brown, there's no way he's going back there. I don't see Philly changing and switching that back up like that.
They better fix that Brown Jalen situation.
Philly needs to fix that, but the whole thing is Tennessee messed up. AJ was 24 years old and they wouldn't give him the $100 million deal, but yet they gave Calvin Ridley, a 29-year-old, $92 million. That is the dumbest shit in the world that they did. I get it. All right, cool. You pay Calvin Ridley.
Are you ready? AJ Brown, Calvin Ridley.
I don't think it's that far off, but it's there.
Dude,
AJ's definitely above him.
I think it's.
I don't think it's that far off.
It's probably in the middle of yours and mine is where I think their gap is.
Yeah. He says if you have 2 QBs, you don't have one, but if you have DTR, he has 2 last names. He is the one.
Oh my god, dude, I love it.
There is some issues in Philly.
I don't know. There isn't issues. There's one. And I'm not saying, Mike, maybe it has, but maybe the big issue for me, the elephant in the room, is the Hurts-Brown thing. Maybe
that's one. That's number one.
Maybe that has been resolved behind the scenes and we just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But if that situation doesn't get resolved, that situation will blow that fucking team up.
Oh, it definitely will.
I don't give a shit about Saquon. I don't give a shit if you signed Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt. That's the type of situation that'll blow your fucking team up, dude.
Listen, here's problem number two. It's their head coach, Nick Sirianni, because they brought in all these other guys, these consultants, these other DCs. They got like two DCs, an OC, an associate head coach, all this shit now because Sirianni needs to be able to put a lid on that shit and control it. And if he can't do it this year, there's going to be tons of issues. Tons of issues.
Hey, CheapSeats. Big Mike, I'll be right back, dude. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Hurts not going anywhere but Brown. I'd rather trade Hurts than Brown. I'd rather get rid of Hurts. What's going on, Red Jet? Nah, don't have to apologize. Don't have to apologize. Hey, to be honest, Hurts or Brown ain't going anywhere. I really don't think. But they just need to settle their issues. Tony says, what are your thoughts on the comparisons between Kittle and Sam Laporta? Is Laporta an upcoming Kittle or better? Ooh, boy. I think Laporta could end up being better. But I think that comparison is 100% dead on. The fact that Laporta's younger and his talent level is already up there like that, yes. I think Laporta can end up being better, and I think he's just like Kittle. But I hope Detroit doesn't ever go away from him. Like San Fran has gone away from Kittle, and that pisses me off so much. Regular season, playoffs, the Super Bowl, they go away from him. I don't know why they don't use him like KC uses Kelsey. Because Kittle can definitely be that dude. He could be that dude that carries them. And that blows my mind that they don't use him to try to bring the defense to him and then let Debo and Ayuk do their thing. They could have did that all year long, and they chose not to.
My apologies.
CMC. What's up?
I said my apologies.
No, you're good. It definitely does suck watching Kittle block. I mean, he's a great blocking tight end too, but it sucks watching him block and them not using him out there again, like a Kelsey. But Sam Laporta, like we said, her question was, how do you feel about the comparison of Kittle and Sam Laporta, saying they're Laporta's like Kittle, and will Laporta be better than Kittle?
Laporta will be better than Kittle because Laporta will get targets.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I said, and he's younger, and he's already making that move.
Laporta is a straight up fucking stud, dude.
Yeah, Kittle's a playmaker. If they use him,
no doubt. Kittle is if Kittle got targets, Kittle is a top 3 tight end in the NFL.
100%. And that's the thing. If they gave him targets, they don't have to target him like crazy. Give him enough targets to where he makes a difference in a game, so it pulls the defense to him. It opens up the field for Debo and Ayuk or Conley or CMC, and it gives them more. To me, that would be much better.
100%. I'm not saying Kittle needs, 20 targets a game, but at the end of after 3 weeks, and his target total is 4.
Yeah, that's it.
You're wasting him.
What? Hey, 100% agree with both you, Tony and Brian. Kittle in the middle would open up everything.
Kittle is Kelsey.
That's what I'm saying. If you can get him to, if you get Kittle targets, I think he's better than Kelsey.
So the other side of what we just said, if you did give Kittle 20 targets a game, he's catching 18 passes a game.
Yes.
But what you need to give him is, that 6 to 8 range of targets per game.
Listen, give him enough to where he gets his. He still has
To
80
pull the
yards.
defense.
Yes, and it makes the defense play him instead of just everything else. If you make the defense,
They ignored him last year, and I've never seen a tight end that good that the defense paid no attention to because the offense
they didn't
paid
have
no
to
attention.
because they knew it wasn't. They were never going to use him. And most quarterback safety blanket is the tight end.
And it's not.
Purdy's is CMC.
And I think that's part of the problem for Kittle is
it is a problem. No.
CMC is that good.
I don't think that's the problem. I think it's the problem that Shanahan made Purdy's blanket be CMC. He shouldn't look at CMC as the fourth option. It should have been Kittle.
Not, you know who blanket number 2 is Debo, because Debo doesn't really run routes. He stays within that 10-yard.
So you got CMC and him back there, Ayuk out there, Conley out there, and then you got Kittle. If they use Kittle, they win the Super Bowl. If they use Kittle, they win the Super Bowl.
Kittle is blanket number 3. You have CMC, Debo, and then Kittle is, to me, in my opinion, he's probably blanket number 3. And by the time, you're never going to get to blanket number 3, Mike, because by the time you get to 1 or 2, the defense is up your ass. So you're only going to use 1 or 2 blanket. That's it. Kittle being number 3, that's why he gets – I love it. You'll be watching a football game and you'll see flash across the bottom, right? Kittle catches 72-yard touchdown, right? So then you'll look the next day and it'll just be 1 catch, 72-yard touchdown because he never got another catch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't – you have Kelsey on your fucking team. That dude would draw so much defense. Ayuk could actually become –
them safeties and them linebackers would stick with Kittle.
Ayuk could become a top 5 receiver because Kittle opens up the defense for Ayuk.
For over the top and everything. And Shanahan does rely on that run game too much. And then he only uses CMC. Like Red just said, he doesn't use Mason and Mitchell, even though they were hurt a little bit, but he doesn't use everybody. You could put CMC in the slot and bring in one of the other running backs and then really screw people up. But he wasn't doing that. I'd throw CMC right in the slot, put Mitchell back there and say, hey, where are we going? What are we doing? And then you have Ayuk and Debo still out there, and then Kittle. You're screwing somebody's head straight up on that defense. That Mike linebacker is going to be screwed the hell up.
Can you imagine if 6 times a game you actually put CMC and Mitchell in the backfield together, right? And 5 out of those 6 times you gave the ball to Mitchell and not CMC.
Talking about running like the wishbone.
Then do it in the second half and give the ball to CMC 4 times out of the 6. The defense has no idea now who's getting the ball. I understand what you're saying, like line CMC up somewhere different, but could you imagine those 2 in the backfield and not just give the ball to CMC? Dude, the defense wouldn't have a fucking clue.
TB says Kelsey's so tough he can catch a Swift.
Yeah, he can catch that lady with the 10-year-old boy's body.
Listen, like I said, if they used Kittle, the next game everybody's going to worry about Kittle. Or if they did the whole thing, with Mitchell and
tired Big Mike. Don't make me wait that long for the wave, bro.
Or if they did the whole thing with Mitchell and CMC in the backfield together, you have to do that a couple times. It can't just be, all right, we're going to spring it out there. We're just going to do it.
That's what I said. Like 6 to 8 times a game, if you did that and switched up who got the ball.
Yeah, look, if there's more than one major player in the Arsenal AKA roster, use them all, because overuse of one player means injury down the line. Agree.
I will. Redjet, the only thing I will say is, damn, McCaffrey is just a workhorse.
I mean, he is a workhorse, but again, if you say, hey, if you use him as a slot receiver a little bit more than during the game, it cuts down on the contact that he has.
And you know damn well, if you did throw him the ball in the slot, he's gonna fucking catch it because he's a great receiver.
Yes.
Exactly. What I mean? So it's not even just like a decoy. Like the dude could actually catch the ball.
And that's what I'm saying. They're going to have to worry about him, so they're going to have to put someone on him. A safety, somebody's going to have to cover him. Then if they're worried about Kittle in the same game, someone's going to have to cover Kittle, Debo, Ayuk.
Debo and Ayuk out wide and then you have Kittle and CMC lined up as receivers, the defense is going to go, what the f do we do?
Yep.
Like, holy shit, what do we do?
Red Jet says he's a whole ass A team. Listen, he's a damn Swiss Army knife. That's what McCaffrey is. He's a Swiss Army knife. The dude could be all of it.
Shout out to Christian McCaffrey, dude.
He was a ball. The dude's a straight dog.
Listen, out of nowhere the other day, BK goes, not counting quarterbacks. He goes, who's the best player, like offensive player in the NFL? And I was like, McCaffrey. He goes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's that simple, quick of an answer for me. Excluding quarterbacks, McCaffrey is the best offensive player in the league, dude.
He is.
He's ridiculous.
But Shanahan needs to know he can't just rely on that on his team full of weapons.
Correct. First of all, you're gonna kill McCaffrey.
Yes.
And instead of playing, say, 8 years for you, he's gonna play 5.
Yep.
Especially when you have Debo, Ayuk, Kittle. Dude, it's not like CMC is your only fucking weapon. Like, remember the Lions?
That's the whole problem.
The Lions when they had Barry Sanders? Barry Sanders got the ball 47 carries a game because they only had Barry Sanders.
That's all you had.
McCaffrey's not that, dude. The rest of your offense is fucking sick skilled. They have skills coming out of their ass.
Yeah.
You're going to kill McCaffrey.
The thing is, hey, use them. And then when they start honing in on them, go somewhere else.
Throw Kittle the damn ball.
Yes. Yeah. CMC fumble in the Super Bowl will motivate him to hold on to the ball. Yeah. That's going to live rent-free in CMC's head.
He's that dude. I guarantee you that he didn't sleep for months after that fumble, and it just ate him up.
Listen, TB, Taylor better do the damn thing this year. He has to understand what's happened now because teams went out and paid the running back this year and made sure the market was done. He's not going to have a team to go to. He's going to have to do everything he can now for the Colts to get his money. Otherwise, he's just going to be one of those guys that gets signed for 2 years on some other team, and that's it.
Hey, if Taylor plays Taylor's football, he's a fucking dog.
Hey, Tony, you're right. But that's why you have Mitchell. You had Mason back there. I think you guys need to pick up a different bet. Like, I would love Kareem Hunt to come to you guys. If he's not going to be around, if Kareem Hunt came there, he's an older CMC. Actually, I think they're both the same age. Kareem Hunt might have lost a step, but he could do what CMC does, and he's a more
carries a game, 10 to 12 carries a game, right? 10 to 12 carries a game for Kareem Hunt.
Yes. I agree, Red Jet. This is it. This is your season. You better do something and better do it because otherwise Shanahan might not be there.
Hey, he got nobody left to blame.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, get Kareem Hunt to come over there and back up them. Keep Mitchell, get Kareem Hunt, and I think that's a great thing.
I'm
going to say, Mad Dog, if he plays Taylor fullback, dude, he better not.
Listen, Taylor is a fucking straight up dog if Taylor plays Taylor football. He's a dog, bro.
I don't think CMC bullies anytime. I think this is Shanahan. This is Shanahan bullying CMC the time. This is all a Shanahan thing. I don't think CMC says I need it all this time. I think Shanahan forcing it that way.
CMC would love to watch Kareem Hunt take 12 carries a game.
Oh, yes. UFL next Saturday. Football's back.
Red Jet, MLB Thursday.
Yeah. Beer Cave's all about baseball, but I'm with you with the football. I'll be watching. Well, it's college basketball still, so I'll watch some football, though.
I'm not all about baseball, but
you're all about baseball.
It's a great sport, dude.
He likes to talk about sticks and balls. What's that thing about? What do you think when you think stick and balls?
Twigs and berries, twigs and berries. Beans and Franks, beans and Franks.
Listen, here's the deal. Get a Kareem Hunt over there. I think the Niners can make a run. It'd be great.
What did Brian say? What do you think of King Henry? Fucking
Dude,
awesome.
as a football fan, that is beautiful for them because he will demand the ball and say, you are not going away from the run. You are not going away from the damn run. That's a hell of a move for Baltimore. I hate it as a Browns fan, but it's a hell of a move for Baltimore. You guys are great. I got to go. Look forward to the next cast. Hey, TB, we appreciate you stopping in, subscribing, liking. We appreciate all that. Spread the word to all your friends, family, and everybody. We want all you back.
Bandy, hook us up, bro. Appreciate you, Bandy. I'll talk to you, bro.
I know, Red Jet. I know.
Look what BK just hooked me up with.
The Reese eggs.
Oh,
Baltimore was already scary. Now they got that run game. Yes. Thanks very much, Tony. Hey, we're definitely going to have to come jump on your show, come visit you. You come visit us some more. We have to go back and forth. We love this. We love this.
Tony, hit us up.
Red Jet loves BK.
There he is, Red Jet. BK's in the house.
Reese's our life. Look, I love chocolate and peanut butter. It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
Dude, hey, Big Mike. One of the best shows we've ever had, dude. The interaction
this
today
was a great ass show.
Awesome, dude.
This was a great ass show, and again, it was to all you in the chat. Kept the energy running. We appreciate that.
It's all them. Thank you.
All them.
All of you.
Listen, smash that like button before you dip out. Spread the word. Get other people subscribed. Grow this show.
Up on TikTok.
Yeah, hit the TikTok at the Man Cave 10 if you got TikTok. I know a lot of people don't believe in it. Hit
Twitter,
that TikTok.
Facebook, TikTok.
All of it. All of it. And again, shout out to Northeast Streaming Sports app on the Roku. It's free, and it's 24/7 sports done by fans like us and people that love sports. We're not going to just yell and scream and cry and whine like ESPN or FS1. We are going to give it to you raw and factual.
Big Mike, maybe we'll cry and scream a little bit.
Yeah, but still, that's the good crying and screaming, not this dumb shit out here. You love sports 24/7. You got a Roku. Download Northeast Streaming Sports app. You will love it. There's plenty of people on here, professionals, athletes that are all over this page.
Yes.
Everything.
Listen, guys,
you will love
it's not just our handsome faces on this Northeast streaming app. It's straight sports. It's fantastic.
Thank you, Red Jet. We love you too.
Red Jet, we appreciate you. Love you too, Red Jet. Seriously, appreciate you.
Brian says, calling it now, Niners versus Browns Super Bowl. Jake Moody for the win.
Brian,
or will he miss it like he did this last time?
Oh, hey, by the way, Cade York kicks the game-winning
field
goal in the Super Bowl because the Browns just brought him back.
We brought him back. Why, though? We got Dustin Hopkins. I don't know why we brought him
back. I figured it out today. Are you ready? He's only going to kick the 55 and longer field goals. That's why we brought back Cade York.
All right. Hey, hell of a show. Loved every bit of it.
Love all of you.
Remember, tomorrow at noon, the old man and the kid will be up. I won't personally be on it. It'll just be the kid and his boys. They'll be doing their thing. But 6:30 tomorrow night, sports.
You're not going to be on?
Madness. Now I'm letting them run the show. I'm letting them do their show.
Oh, I might pop on. Hey, I might pop on just to F with them.
Well, you can do that. But again, 6:30 tomorrow night, Sports Madness. Next week, 4 o'clock right here, Cheap Seats. And again, Thursday, if you're into baseball, Thursday, 7:15, 7:30, opening day podcast talking about baseball right here with your Cheap Seat boys.
Hey, love y'all.
And it's going to be salute.